Hi, I'm Carly Cornell.
And I'm Harvey Cornell, and we are Dragon Phoenix Games.
Today we're going to introduce you to our cooperative adaptation of Meeples and Monsters. This is a game that we recently acquired and we're really having a lot of fun with it. So Harvey will tell you about the objectives.
Well, we love killing monsters.
It's a fact.
Those of you who follow us should know that by now. And so
Yep.
It seemed the right game for us, and it also seemed like the kind of game that ought to have a way to play it as a co-op. And so we just had to go make it a co-op. And now let me start by saying there is a difference on the setup in that the normal game would have you put out 6 monsters to start the game, and in our adaptation, the number of monsters you put out at setup can vary depending on how difficult you want the game to be. You can start anywhere from no monsters out, which is the easiest, or as many as you can handle. Theoretically, you could put 12 since there's 12 spaces, but I don't think you have any chance of winning. So I think realistically 6 is about as high as you're likely to go. And we're going to play this example with 4 monsters starting on the board. Now, the victory condition is different because in the competitive game you're playing for points. Here, you're playing to defeat the henchman, Combustor, and the 3 Dark Overlords. In the normal game, those would be placed out on the end game and scoring track board. We're not going to put them out there. I've put them into the monster deck. They're the last 4 monsters in the monster deck. And they will come out and be placed in the city on the regular monster spaces. And while they don't have an alignment telling you whether they should come out in red, blue, yellow, or black, we get to choose where they go, just as if you pulled one for a section that was already full and you get to pick. Same thing, you get to pick where it goes, but it will go out in one of these slots. And unlike the regular game, if you defeat it, it's out of the game. It's not like each player can go defeat it to get some points in the final few rounds. It's like any other monster. It's there until it's defeated, and then once it's defeated, it's out of the game. And you will win as soon as you get all 4 of those level 4 monsters defeated. Now, the way that you lose is if you need to put a monster out, and you can't because there are no available spaces. And once Carly explains the other changes in the game, you'll understand why that can happen and why that's a problem. So Carly, why don't you tell us about the other changes in the game?
Okay, so there are a number of other changes. A small one, we have drawn 8 random building tiles. We will not have access to the other 7. They're in the box, they're gone. We can build any or all of these, our choice, but we will not get any others to select from. Another change is that at the end of each player's turn, we are going to draw a monster. Whether one's been killed or not, doesn't matter. Everybody draws a monster at the end of their turn. And that's one of the reasons that the board can fill up. The other thing that can happen with the monsters is that if you don't fight a monster on your turn, the monster is going to rampage in the town and destroy his space. So what we do is we pull a used monster and block the space, and it's gone for the game. So the number of spaces available to us to put monsters out gets smaller as the game goes by. That gives us a real reason to want to fight monsters almost every turn, because we have to preserve the monster space.
And in addition, when we fight monsters...
What else?
When we fight monsters, if you only...
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
go ahead.
Go ahead. You do this one.
If you only allocate units to equal the strength level of the monster, for example, this backwoods bandit is a 3. If you attack it with just 3 points, although you will defeat it, you will have to select one of your units that you used in that combat to be destroyed and go back into the supply.
Right.
If you spend at least 1 more, in this case 4 or more, then you don't have to take any losses on that attack.
Right. They're tougher monsters. What can you say? Another thing that's a variation in our cooperative version is we're going to limit the number and kind of combat bonuses that you can get. When you take a combat bonus, I'll see if I can find something here that has one. Yeah, here's one. Just as a quick example, this one has, if you've got a prestige unit, you can get a +1 on your yellow units. That's going to go underneath the yellow mage here, and that is available to me now. I can put one here that has something to do with red, something to do with black, something to do with blue, something to do with white, or one of the ones, there are a handful of them that can be assigned anywhere, but the limit is 5, and they have to match. So that's something that, you can change them during the game. You'll see us do that, I'm sure. And you can move them. But
as long as you comply with the rule.
This is the maximum number that you can have.
It has to have, if it's under the knight, the black units, it has to have a knight unit pictured on it somewhere,
right,
to be allowed to go there. Unless it's one of those few, for example, the ones that are plus when attacking beasts, or plus when attacking humanoids, or plus when attacking undead. Those are not associated with any color, so they're allowed to be put in any space.
Right. So that's, and then, the last thing is about the...
Second to last thing.
Oh, is it? We've counted, but, I obviously am not remembering everything. Quest cards. These cards here don't have any kind of a bonus, either of meeples or of combat bonuses. They're no use to us. When they come out and we look at them, we discard them. If you get one that has one of those other things, you can take it and build it. But when you build it, here's one. I happen to draw one exactly. You'd fulfill the conditions up here as you normally would. But when you get down here, you are not going to get points or any kind of a reward on there. You can have this meeple and turn in that meeple just the way you normally would, but instead you're going to pay 5 victory points. So that gives us a reason to be acquiring victory points. The other thing, as usual, training costs victory points as well. So there's a reason, even though we aren't going toward a goal of victory points, there is a reason for us to acquire them, and that is because that's how we're going to activate our bonuses.
The only 2 ways you can get victory points in the co-op is the points from monsters you defeat, or if you happen to have the one building that you can place a unit on there to receive victory points. Those are the only 2 ways to get victory points. The other way you normally get it is from quest cards, and you can't get it from quest cards. You can only pay.
Yeah.
And the one other thing that we have is that we've changed the mage.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us?
Okay. In the competitive game, the mage gives you the ability to, to slide him from your tavern to your lodgings, and then draw either 1 quest card if he's level 2, or draw 2 and keep 1 if he's level 3. That's still the same, except that any other way that you get quests, such as building a building here that gives quests, or defeating a skeleton that gives quests, you draw the quest cards it indicates, and if some of the cards don't have either a unit reward or a combat bonus, they're of no use and they're just discarded, and you may miss out altogether. You may draw 2 cards and neither one of them have anything useful.
Too bad, so sad.
Okay, but if you're using the mage action to draw 1 or 2, then they will have something on there, because what you're going to do is you're going to draw down and keep drawing until you have, in the case of a level 2, 1 card that has something that you can keep. I mean, whether it's a unit, a bonus, or a combat bonus, you'll draw down till you have one that has something on it that you can do. If you're at the level 3, where you're supposed to draw 2, you'll draw down till you have 2 to choose from that both have something that you can use. So that's the bonus of the advantage of the mages, is that you get to guarantee that the card you get has something you can use, whereas these other ones, you may or may not get something you can use. The other thing that we're doing with the mages is, as she told you, when you complete a quest card that has something, besides completing the criteria on the top, you have to pay 5 victory points. If you have advanced your level of your mage level to 2, then you only have to pay 3 victory points to turn in a card. If you have advanced your mage level to 3, you only have to pay 1 victory point to turn that card in.
Right. So that might be very helpful.
I think, well, okay, one other little thing I'll mention is if you have a building that has the crown on it, if you have one of these buildings that has the crown on it, there's 2 of them in the game. Those are supposed to be King of the Hill buildings, is the way they work. And that means that someone activates the building with the unit listed, and then gets to put their token on there, and until someone takes it from them, they get that bonus every time it's their turn. But we're not going to do that. We're going to say, pretend the crown is not there, and like in this example where you can use either a yellow or a white, you place that unit on there and get the listed bonus for either the yellow or the white, and then you retrieve your units at the end of the turn and don't put a marker, and you don't get that bonus again unless you activate it again on a later turn. So it's a one-shot, just like all the other buildings. You put the unit there, you get the bonus, take your stuff back, and unless you activate it again, you don't get anything else in later turns. So it becomes just like the other buildings. Use it or don't on your turn, but you don't get to repeated uses because you used it once. I think that's the last thing that we need to talk about. There might be a few other things, but we'll
talk as
go
we
over
go.
that as we play.
We'll show you a little bit. I'm first, since I have the dragon. I have drawn 2 very lovely corruption figures here that are going to be useless to me, and 2 little peasant fellers.
There is one skeleton if you want to do that.
Is.
Or you could go ahead and skip this one. See, that's the problem. Because if she doesn't kill one thing, and the only one there that she has enough for is that skeleton, then we'll have to destroy a space.
And it's
the
very
way I've written
early
it,
for that.
yeah, that would be unfortunate, but you could go ahead and at least kill that one guy, and of course then I do have 3, so I will be able to fight a 3 if I need to.
Yeah, and you can even get a unit for doing that, because there's a termite out here. That's not so bad.
You want to do that, or you want to take this as one of your off
mulligans.
Turns and not attack?
Yeah. I don't know.
What could you do if you don't do that? You could build, and
I can't do very much anyway. So I'm thinking it's time to just say, let's just try it. I'll kill the skeleton here. He's the only one.
Now remember, the skeleton has 2 strength, and so since she only used 2, one of her units has to die.
Yeah.
So, poor peasant.
Poor peasant. He's gone. And then I get, as a reward, I get to choose. I draw 2 of these and choose one of them.
If any of them have something. They both have something.
They both do. Yeah.
Now, there's no reason for the players to keep these cards anymore because we don't have any victory point things like how many undead did you kill or whatever. So we're just going to put them all over here in a common pile, and we'll probably end up using some of them as damaged walls.
Right. I like this one better, so I'm going to keep this one.
She already gave herself the 1 victory point on the card.
From the killing the monster. But that, folks, is about what I can do. So I'm going to draw a monster. Remember, we're going to do that on every single turn. He goes here. And then I didn't build, so I don't have to replace a building. I am going to draw 4 new guys.
Non-white. There you go.
Well, there's only whites left in here now.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got all 3 corruptions
I've filled all of them out. So
okay, my turn.
Your turn.
So we'll pass the marker. And as much as I'd like to start building and get some stuff, you know, I'm able to kill any one of these 4, so I want to go ahead and do that so that we don't have to destroy any walls. And I will do it just as she suggested and attack the termite, because it will give me a warrior as a reward. So I attacked with exactly 3, and so I have to lose one of my peasants. Take the other 2 back. I get 1 victory point, please. Carly will do that. And I'll get 1 warrior. And move my corruption across. Draw a new monster, and there you go. It is a monster that has a benefit for you, if you wanted to do that.
Except they're all 3s again.
Yeah, but at least you could get something for your trouble.
Yeah.
And then I have to draw new units. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's back to Carly.
Yeah, and this normally is the part of the game where you really want to be doing engine building, and we are not yet.
Well,
well, you got
I
a
managed to get a
little
unit,
tiny bit,
and you can still get a unit.
Yeah, a mage.
Or you
They're
can
not
decide to
very
pass.
strong units. If I did,
You could build a building and
get
say, the
that,
warrior
those
and the
guys,
peasant, and then you
maybe
could
do
also
that.
get a cleric. Yeah, would be good.
I think it might be worth it. I'm gonna do it. Gonna lose a space. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so she's
do
using
this.
the one where she uses 1 peasant and it adds 1 from the supply. What do you want to build?
The Mage Academy is my favorite of the ones that are out here, so I'll put that in. And then I get the bonuses on the board, which is a peasant and a warrior. And then this is done.
Development done, going on to main phase.
Yeah, main phase. Now I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing here. I'm
Like
gonna
the cleric.
lose 1 to get a red. I don't have any
Penalties
bonuses
on
or penalties, however you refer to it. And that's the end of that phase. I am not going to kill a monster, so...
So we're going to take one of these dead monsters, and the way we need to do it is pick one of the 4 spaces that does not have 3 monsters in it. And suppose you picked this one. I mean, you would either put it on the 1 there, or suppose you wanted to put it here, you would have to push this up and put it on the 1. That's what you would need to do.
But I'm going to put it on the one over here,
So
because
that's
it's empty.
permanently blocked for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And you still have to draw a monster.
Yep. And this guy is going to go in the yellow
Skeletonian.
area. It's at least a skeleton, so you might be able to do a thing and get a monster. And then I'll
Another
draw a building. The Mage Workshop. Mages. And then I will draw the 2 meeples that are in here. Now that's, you start with 10 in your bag, so you kind of know what's going to happen on that 3rd turn. I'll draw 2. Once the bag is empty, I refill it and continue drawing until I meet my requirement, which is 4. And another fine turn with a whole bunch of peasants. So, that's it. It's your turn.
Alrighty then.
These are untidy. Go ahead.
I will build the one where I get 1 from the supply to help me. I will build the House of Mercy, and I will go ahead and build it here so that I earn a cleric. Take my peasants back to finish the development phase. And no, I know what I was going to do. I know what I was thinking is I would put him here and take the mage and then put the 2 guys I had. No, I was going to, no. I did want this because I don't want to leave the monster.
Right.
So I'm going to take the red. I'm sorry I'm confusing you. I'm confusing myself. I want to go ahead and attack the skeleton because I don't want to burn another space when I could kill something.
Okay.
So I'm going to lose a peasant again. Good thing I gained one when I did the building. She gave me my new victory point. I get to look at 2 cards. That one I can't use, and that one I can't use.
Okay.
And then I can draw a new monster. There you go. That's a termite that gives a warrior.
Sweet.
And then I need to draw a new building. The Colosseum. That's the other one with the King of the Hill type function. Draw my last 2 meeples. Restock the bag and draw 2 more. Got a warrior this turn. And it's Carly's turn.
Okay. Then, no excuses, monster killing time. And I've only got 3-point monsters available, so I will kill a 3-point monster.
Well, I've already managed to get a warrior. We both have 1 warrior. I'm okay if you want the other warrior.
Okay.
Might as well get it
Then
while
I'll
you
take
can.
it. I'll do that.
I know you want it. Just go
You
ahead.
know I do. You know I do. Then I get 1 point and
a warrior.
And he's done. And then I draw a new monster.
Come on, skeleton.
Skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's hope. And then I draw a handful of guys to do a new turn.
Ooh. Got 2 non-peasants and no corruption. That's a
that's an
pretty
interesting.
good result.
Yeah, that was a good draw. And that makes it your turn.
Yeah. Yep. So I am going to train my warrior, which costs 0. That's a free training.
At level 2.
At level 2, I know. And he comes home, and then I will kill the skeleton, which will cost me another peasant. They're falling like flies. I got another victory point, please.
Okay.
And another chance to see if I can find a quest card that can be completed. Nope.
Not yet.
I've looked at
Oh man, that
6 and I haven't gotten a
stinks.
single one.
Yeah, we start with the opportunity to look at 2 at the beginning of the game, and neither of us got one at that point.
Okay, then I'm going to draw a monster. Not a skeleton. It is another backwoods bandit.
Okay, goody.
And then I'm going to draw again. Ooh, not a very good turn. I only have 1 peasant and 1 cleric.
I want to train someone, and I'm inclined to train the cleric because that gives a bonus when you're drawing. But I'm concerned about the number of 3-point monsters we've got out here, and I wonder if I should train him because that gives me an extra point on the blues that I have. I don't know. Tough call.
Tough call.
I'm
That's
gonna
why
go.
they pay you the big bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna train this. I really like that drawing bonus. So my cleric is now level 2. So if I have any, if I drew like this, if I had any red and 1 or more of the corruption in my draw, then I get to draw another 1 from the bag. So I think that's pretty handy.
You want to take the other termite? That's all right. Nobody has any yellows yet. Somebody might as well have some yellow.
Are you?
Or you want points?
Did you, well, let's see
I'm not
who's
going to be able
got-
to attack unless you get a skeleton on your monster draw. So
Yeah, that's not real great, is it?
no, well, I'll go ahead and train my cleric and build a building probably.
I'll do this. I hope that's not gonna make us too lopsided.
There should be another termite. There's more termites,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
pretty
more
sure.
termites, yeah.
And you got a point.
There's one with a cleric on him.
1 point.
Okay. I got that, I got that. These guys come home except for him. And then I
Monster.
draw a new monster. It's a skeleton. You're welcome.
Yeah, but am I going to pass up my chance to train my cleric right now?
I don't know. I wouldn't. I'd go for the training because
I'm going to get the training.
Too hard.
We'll have
and
to
we'll lose
destroy.
the space.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh, we're goofing. Okay.
Yeah, we had a destroyed space and we put something on it, so we fixed it.
Can't do that. Yeah. Okay. Then I did a monster. The buildings are full. It's your turn.
Okay.
Oh.
You got to draw.
Village. I got to draw. You don't have to wait for that.
Well, viewers' attention should be on what you're doing. You got a poor turn too.
I do.
But you might as well go for the skeleton because you can't even train.
Yep.
So that makes it even more obvious that I should build.
Yeah. Maybe
and
we can pull
train.
out a decent building.
So, oh, that training didn't cost anything. And to build, I like the Mage's Workshop, kinda. Let's do that one. And I'll get me a Mage.
Now, some
Oddly
of these
enough.
are lining up on color. It doesn't have to. The buildings
That's
can
a
go anywhere.
coincidence.
Yeah. Just working out that
No.
way.
Since I didn't kill anything, I'm going to destroy a space. I'm going to destroy this one.
Okay.
And draw a monster. Red. And it's a termite. With cleric as a reward. I return these. Since I forgot to do it earlier. 1, 2, 3. Oh, empty. I gotta put them back.
Okay. And we'll pull
thank
out
you.
the next building.
Rest
Did you
and be
shuffle
thankful
these?
in. Yes.
We've been playing a lot, and these look like really familiar
Oh
buildings.
no,
It's
well,
exactly
this is the same.
set.
No, it is the
Oh,
same
it is
set.
the same set. Okay. All right. Never mind.
But I mixed them up again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. You just didn't do any new ones, which is
No.
too bad. I didn't love this set.
This is a somewhat tough set, and I think
It's a
that's
very tough set.
that's.
You think that's good? You're
I think
you're
that's a
good.
good thing.
You're
But
gonna,
you know, that
he's
one's
going to try to
paladins.
make us lose on camera.
This one's paladins. I think.
It is. Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
I'm not trying to make us lose. I'm trying to show the challenge and how we overcome the challenge.
I'm gonna kill a skeleton. And then I will take 2 quests and see if I can find no. More
Wow.
That's incredible.
You've got 1 and we've missed on 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, so 1
That's
for
a
12.
little
so far.
unusual.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's stinky. It's stinky because we're running out of chances to do this too. And we kind of count on having a few of these. Oh, I need to do this, and I'm empty, so this fine collection of fellers is going back in. And we're gonna do 4. Okay. There we go. Now, we take a minute,
Okay.
check cameras. Okay.
You already looked at the one above?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 4 fine young peasant warriors. Not really peasant soldiers. Or builders in this case. Let's do a building again. I'm going to build with help from the general populace. And I'm going to build the Rest and Be Thankful Inn.
There has to be some good cards in there.
We know there is. Oh yeah, as far as this. But should I do that, or should I go ahead and take the free unit?
You probably
Now
need the
I was thinking
units.
I'd kill the termite and then take the mage slot and leave you the other cleric spot.
All right.
How do you
Okay.
feel about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay,
Sounds
so
nice.
I'll go here, take the cleric reward, the mage reward, and take these guys back to finish my development stage. And with my 3 fine peasants, I will, losing 1, attack the termite, get 1 point again, and another cleric. And I'll draw, well, let's do this one first. Oh yes, it is indeed the Healer's
look,
Temple that
it's
makes paladins.
paladins.
Oh, and the Dark Council arrives.
Oh,
So we have to
yay.
each take a new corruption. Carly, since it's not her turn, immediately gets to draw 1 more unit, or meeple,
Meeple, yeah.
because you don't know
Sometimes
what
it's a unit and
it may
sometimes
not
it's
be
not.
a unit.
Yeah, a unit is somebody
And
that can do something.
Since that
These
was
guys are not
since that
units.
was not a monster, I have to draw again, and we got our first level 2 monster, a tree beast.
Oh boy, are we ready?
And then, well, there's no more skeletons, is one thing that says. And here's my 5. We get 5. It's another stupid corruption. Oh well.
Well, okay, well that's good. Because I really want to train this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to train him. And now my warriors are
2
worth
pointers.
2. They don't have any other bonus yet, but that's really, it also doesn't cost me anything. So he's going to do that. And then I've got 3 points to kill one of these mini
Backwoods bandits.
3-point monsters.
And now it's probably a matter of
I
which
think
one do you
I'll-
want to thin out.
I want to clear some of these down here where we've lost spaces. I think
Okay.
maybe you know, I sure do wish I'd made a knight. Oh well, this guy. So I will throw 1 away, and then bring these guys back. He's worth 2 points. Like that, and that's it. That's all he does for us. I will draw a new monster. It goes in blue. So you see, I didn't fill it up. That worked out. And then, oh, I draw. My bag gets empty pretty fast right now because I'm a little short. Do some building or something. Your turn. 2 points. I'm screwed.
Well, if I build the paladins now, are you still going to build later and earn that thing, you think? Should I? I mean, I don't mind building it down here and leaving that for you if you think you're going to come get it. If you think you'll never get back to it because you don't care about the other buildings, then
no, I think the Colosseum's worth having, so I'll build
Okay.
that. And
Okay.
and it gives us another shot at these.
no. Well, I can get a shot at that, and then you
Yeah.
would get the cleric probably,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's what we said. Never
Yes.
mind, that's the whole
Okay,
point.
so I will build again. Getting the helper. I will build the Healer's Temple, which allows us to make paladins.
Okay.
And I have
We pulled
already
those out.
pulled out 3 paladins to put there. And then I get to look at 2 cards. That has something. And that has something even better.
Okay.
So I will keep one that
Ooh.
a knight
Yeah.
plus a peasants get +1. So I can put that either under the knights or under the peasants. Well, there's very few things that can go under the peasants.
You can't put it there now. You haven't built it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's where I will probably put it once I do it. But I need to get me a knight now.
Yeah. And another point because you've only got 4. Or advance your mage.
Well, no, I'm just going to go ahead and attack with my 3 points.
Yeah, well, then that's what you have to do this turn for sure.
And I think I'll cut this one down to 2.
Okay.
I'll kill this backward man. It's losing another peasant. And then I'll get 2 more points. I did get 2 points, sweetie.
Okay, 2 points? Okay, you're good.
And then I'm going to draw a monster. Yeah, and there's no more buildings to come out because remember we only put 8 in the game. The other 7 we put away, so we can only build those 3.
There are only 8 slots on the board for buildings, so.
So we have a glom. We're down to only 2 3-point monsters left. We're going to have to get good in a hurry here.
Yeah.
And now I can draw some units.
Well, you hold
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just 2 units. Oh, are we drawing 5?
Yes.
We're drawing 5. I left too many drawn off. Oh,
and you didn't.
And hey, I get the bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention.
Well, and the rule says to do it at the beginning of your turn, but we do it at the end, and that may mean we have to adjust, but that's okay. Now I have my 5, and I also get the 1 bonus. And
Sweet.
now it's your turn.
Okay. The good news is that this means I can actually fight somebody. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to because I only had 2 points sitting here. But now I have 5 points.
Maybe train and fight.
5, a 6. I'd like to train. Maybe I could train a mage. Make this a little cheaper. Or I could get a paladin. But then I can't fight.
Right. I think with
I
only...
think it at this point...
That may happen soon where you can't fight, but I think as long as you can, you should go ahead.
I must, yes. I think so.
At this point.
Is 4, 2, 3, 4. The problem with that is 4's not enough.
Well, you can kill a 3.
I could kill a 3. But
Or do you want to go ahead and get a combat bonus and not train? You have too many things left to train. It's kind of hard not to train anybody while there's someone there available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and kill a 3 and get a training, is what I'd say.
Okay. Alright. So I'm going to train this guy. That's 1 point. And she comes out at level 2. And comes back.
These were mine, weren't they?
Those are yours, yeah.
They should have been in my bag.
Yeah. I'd really like to do something that gives me... If I could do... What have I got? 2, 3 points here. You said I'm going to do... I can do one of the 3s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do one of the 3s. I'm going to kill this one. And do that. Now...
you're going to lose a unit there.
Oh, that's not good.
Don't put the red one there. Put the white one there.
And then use the red one to do the thing I want to do over here. Yeah, right. So I don't mind losing him. Sorry.
Or lackeys, peasants. Cannon fodder.
2 points. And he goes back. But one of the things I'm doing here is that these guys, because there are 2 of them here, he's going to give a white meeple to me. Plus the yellow that is the thing that is the activity of that square. So I get to replace one of my peasants, which is a good thing. But that's also why I did this one instead of that one, so that maybe we've got a space to go that's useful, that gives us an extra peasant for a little bit.
Yeah, strangely, in the competitive game, you usually don't want the extra peasant. In here, you
sometimes do.
Sometimes.
Okay, I've got a tree beast in the black area, so he's going to go here.
Another 5-popper.
Then I will draw my last Feller.
Or corruption, as the case may be.
Yeah. Come on, red. 1, 2, 3, 4. No red. No draw bonuses. Okay. And then it's your turn. Right?
And you're not going to be able to attack.
1, 2, 3, 4. Not unless
'Cause
you draw something.
I'm gonna keep. Well, there are a
There's
couple
some
of fours.
There's some 4s. Maybe you.
But you'd have to lose a Mage to do it. So
Yellow. Yeah.
I am going to finish my cleric training for 3 points, if you would.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
And then I'm going to kill the last backwoods bandit, losing a peasant again and gaining 2 points.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not leaving anything as low as a 3 to fight.
Well.
And then I'm going to draw a monster, and it is not a 4.
Okay.
It's a zombie for 7.
Excellent. Yes, I'm ready for that. Not.
And then I have to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I'm also not going to be able to fight this turn. Oh, not going to be a good turn.
Okay. Okay. Well, I...
Now you could also always put a mage in this one so that you can draw 2 extras next turn and try to make sure you have a stronger turn next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I wish I had a white. Even 1 white would let me do a knight. But I don't. And I guess I can't build without a white, right?
No, you can't. This is kind of an unfortunate
this
set.
Is, yeah, this is...
You can save your blue.
I was thinking of saving
You can save your blue.
I'll do this.
And get 2 extra
I'll do
draws.
This, and then I'll do this.
Make a mage. But
Yeah.
that's going to give you 2 more whites anyway over there. And 1 more over here.
Sit. Okay. So
you need 3
this,
whites. 1 in each
this is going to
location.
put me on here, and 1 here, and then this one gets 1 here. So...
Plus the extra mage charge.
And then I get a mage here. Okay, so this one says that the blue guy can go back to the tavern and be used next turn. This one says that I get 2 extra draws, and this one just was about creating extra guys. So I will draw. I will first by killing a space. I guess we'll start here, and then
draw a monster.
A monster. A woodpecker. In yellow. Yay! And then I will draw 5. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have a red and a gray, which gives me a bonus draw, and that's it. So we didn't pass this.
Oh,
it's yours.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, I also do not have enough to attack. I only have 4 combat points. Are you still going to do this one at some point?
Yeah, I could do that on this turn.
Okay.
5, 6. Yep.
Well, what I'm going to end up doing, since I can't attack, is I'm going to go here and here.
Okay.
This is going to cause me to lose 1 white. That's going to
But
cause
then
me
you
to gain
gain
1
one
white, and then I get the blue.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's going to cause me to gain 1 white. And then I get 2 extra draws, which will happen in a minute.
Did I draw the 2 extra draws?
No. You should be at 7. And
But I had an extra draw for the red.
but you've got 7. How did you get 7?
6.
You do 1 more.
5. I had 5 plus 2 for this, right?
And 1 more because you have
1 more
red
for the
and
bonus.
corruption.
So I really do get 1 more thing. Okay.
Okay, so I have to destroy a space. I can't go to yellow because it's full. So I'm going to destroy this space here. And then I'm going to draw the Mad Carpenter in red. And we are now down to only 1 open space, so we're starting to get in trouble here. I'm going to draw, there's 4. I've got to end up with 7 unless I get my bonus on the reds.
Empty again?
5, 6, 7. Yes, I got a red, which allows me to do 2 extra draws. So here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we both have a much stronger turn this turn.
I would very much like to get a knight, but that would mean I can't build.
That's alright. If you leave it there long enough, I'll go get it.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to get a knight.
I'm with you. I mean, I need to get a knight also. Maybe a day while I'm at it.
Yeah. And I've got a 2, 3, 4, 5 points, which means
There are 2 choices.
2 choices.
Bonus
Yeah.
on red units or bonus on yellow units? I think you have more yellows.
Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I lose 1 because once again.
Now,
Now
if you have a blue
this,
present, yellows get +1.
that, these guys come back, and these guys come back,
And that also meant you didn't get the extra
and
peasant because you were fighting over there.
then I'll give them back because I didn't think that through.
Mm.
Okay, then I am done. I draw a monster.
It has to go over in black because that's all we
That's
have
what we've
left.
got left, yeah. And then there's no
Another 5 at
building.
least.
This is empty. Okay. One, 2, 3, and we're drawing 5 or 5. Is that right?
Yes. Uh-oh.
Bad turn.
We're in trouble.
Yep.
I'll kill something and...
I'll go ahead and build on my turn, but we're gonna lose another space.
No, we've lost. Because you're going to have to draw a monster and destroy a space.
We've always filled out the last space and done okay.
On your turn, you'll have to destroy that space.
No, let's finish.
Okay. Well, we'll play it out, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, game's over as soon as your turn happens.
Because you're not fighting?
I'll kill 1 and I'll draw 1. There'll still be 1 space.
Uh-huh.
Unless I can find a way to kill 2. I can kill 2 because these guys are worth 2 apiece. But everything else is 1. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You don't have a 5 and a 4 out there.
And we don't have the one that lets you get extra. We don't have any combat bonuses on the board. I mean, none of these do the combat bonuses. So I cannot kill 2 things.
Yep. Okay.
And
We don't usually lose this early, but hey, sometimes happens.
but it's,
About to happen.
yep, going
And
to
you're
happen.
gonna see it. Okay.
Just I don't have a way. If even I was thinking if I built this building or this building, I don't have any black, so I can't
Yeah.
make that happen. So there's no way to get any combat bonuses. Now, okay, now the one only, well, even then I can't get a combat bonus. Oh, well, let's see if we can be very clever here. You get to resolve things in the order you want.
Right.
I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to put 4 here.
Okay.
I'm going to resolve this one first.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead.
This 5 points, so I'm going to have to lose this guy. But I completed this and earned a bonus of +1 on reds if it's with a blue.
Right. There you go. Bam. Now you got 5 points out there.
Yeah, I got 2 victory points for that.
Okay. Yeah, look at
and
that.
And now that is a 5. So I lose this other peasant, and I can kill this one for 2 more victory points. And now I can put this bonus, let's say on the black. It can be moved later if I need to.
Sweet.
I've made enough space you can take a turn.
I'm going to fill one.
We'll draw a blue, which we can't place, so we can place, say here, I guess.
Oh, a good old Timberwolf.
And then draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, unless you draw one of those ones that has a 4 strength on yours, that will still be the end of it.
Yeah.
But, your turn.
My turn. Okay. Then I am going to have a really great turn. I'm going to go here and build something. Maybe this one. And get this bonus here. And then this guy's going to go here and help me draw so that next time I can have lots of things. But that gives me 2 whites. So these guys all come over and I'll draw 2 extras. No, I have to do this in the right order.
Destroy something.
Destroy.
Can you destroy here or there?
That one's already got one.
What you would do is you do this.
Yeah.
And then draw a monster.
Yeah.
It is not a 4-pointer.
Okay, and now we're full. And okay, so I have 5 for my regular draw. 3, 4, 5. And then I have 2 for that bonus that I paid for. And that's it. No draw bonuses other than that. Okay, so
and then
now
I only have 4 combat points. I can't kill any of these monsters. And so we'll lose.
Okay, so that's how we play. We'll have rules on our website at dragonphoenixgames.com. And we hope you win more than we did. So
we played this earlier today and won it, so it's not like it's impossible.
And and there is the difficulty adjustment.
Yeah,
so
we started with 4 monsters. You can start with less. If you start with no monsters, it's going to be quite a bit easier.
Yeah. So we hope you have fun and enjoy Meeples and Monsters in the cooperative mode.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
I hope you enjoy it.
Bye-bye.